is, I think, mwah, 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 mwah. All my exes live in Texas. Because these were my childhood. Like, these were literally my childhood. Take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Hey guys, and welcome back to Leo Gaming. Now today is my reaction to the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition trailer. I haven't got the trailer on this video, but I'm going to give you my views and opinions. I've been really ill the last couple of days, so I'm sort of I didn't realise this trailer had gone out until like tonight. And I've been asleep the last couple of days. But anyway, guys, this trailer, am I buzzing or am I buzzing for these remasters? Oh my god! Do you know what? These three games are such childhood memories. I was 2001 GTA 3 come out. I was 14, 15 when the first GTA 3 come out, and the excitement me and my best mate at the time we was bang on it, like GTA 3, yeah, this is the best. Same as Vice City, San Andreas. They're basically my childhood, my teenage years on the PlayStation 2, playing those three games. And the way they have done them is, I think, mwah, 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 mwah. I'm really excited to just delve straight back into all three of them. The improvements they've made, at least they've brought the driving controls over, the targeting, the gun controls over to these ones from GTA 5. So I am so excited, and these I will be definitely getting. I've heard people moan about the pricing point, $60 or 50 quid, 60 quid, whatever it is, but it's free games. So like, I know it's old games, but they are remastered. You can't expect you're getting free games, which you can still put a number of hours into. You know, you're not going to finish these in 5-6 hours. So, you know, there's still a lot of playability in them. But the improvements they've made is absolutely fantastic. I'm really excited. Just how graphically they look. Vice City, the 80s. What I am hoping is that please tell me they've still got the original songs in especially Vice City. The 80s theme, I loved it. I absolutely fell in love with it. So yeah, I'm hoping they've still got the 80s theme in, and I'm just wondering whether they had to rebuy the licensing for the songs on all three games. Obviously, Vice City, you got take these broken wings and learn to fly again, learn to live so free. You know, and then you got San Andreas. All my exes live in Texas. You know, there's some classic songs that you sort of remember listening to as you're playing through these games, especially back then. But I just hope they've got all the original songs they had, especially Vice City the most. But I can't wait to get my teeth into these three again. Claude on the first one obviously doesn't have a voice. I'm guessing they still haven't given him a voice, but if they did, it would kind of take away from the gameplay feel. I'm quite impressed because they've kept the aesthetic the same. It looks far better, but they've kept the aesthetics the same. Now, I am going to go on to say that I've watched a couple of reaction videos, and I've heard some people saying that on Twitter it got a bad reception from quite a lot of people. Because I think a lot of people were expecting this to be, they was expecting them to sort of be up to Grand Theft Auto 5 standard, which was never going to happen. Now, I've heard that there's a lot of the youngsters who are only used to Grand Theft Auto 5, because you've got to remember, when these games come out, a lot of GTA players now weren't even born. You know, there was a little bit of spunk in their daddy's nutsack when these games come out. So I think it's going to be the older generation, my age group, that are going to enjoy these more, because the younger ones, the kids sort of 18, 20 now, when these games were first out, or they weren't even born yet, they're going to look at these and think, oh, well, they're not GTA 5, are they? I mean, don't get me wrong, I played GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas to death, GTA 4. I played GTA 5 once, I just got bored of it. It just didn't have the same appeal, which is why I'm buzzing for these, because these were my childhood. Like, these were literally my childhood. The sort of slapstick, cartoony feel to it. brilliant, fantastic. You've got Ken Paul, you know, who's played by Danny Dyer, I believe. So I'm looking forward to you know, just getting my teeth straight back into these. But just remember, if you're younger and you are looking at this thinking, oh, well, it ain't GTA 5, just remember these are 20-year-old games, just under 20-year-old games. So these aren't going to be, these are remasters, not remakes. You've got to remember, a remake is from the ground up. They literally recode everything and rebuild everything from the ground up. These are like, you know, given a fresh coat of paint. So these are, I'm really excited. November the 11th, I will be buying this digitally on my Xbox. Plus I've got a Series X. Plus I've got a Series X, which obviously supports the 4K. So I'm going to have the 4K graphics up to 60 frames per second, which, you know, it means it's not guaranteed. It's not locked in at 60 frames. It will be up to, but doesn't bother me. These improvements look really good. With the control system that's going to be imported from GTA 5, I am actually really excited. I know I'm not the only one. A lot of people are excited for this. So just remember, if you are younger and you are looking at this, thinking, just remember, you've got to remember how old these games are and what these games actually, you know, what the aesthetic of them was originally. They was never going to make them as realistic as GTA 5 because it would have taken away completely from how they actually are meant to look. They were meant to have that cartoony, exaggerated features look, which is what it was back in the PlayStation 2 era. It was that sort of, you know, that sort of look, and I'm really excited. I'm sure a lot of people are. A lot of people are. There are, you know, there's I'm just really excited for it. It's just the visual aspects, the nostalgic memory lane part, you know. And you've got to remember, you also can't import too much from the GTA 5 because you've got to remember the maps themselves and the roads themselves weren't exactly, it was a very squared off, you know, it just wasn't, you're not going to get the control systems that you'll want, so there has to be some sort of limitations to keep the aesthetic as it was. And I'm really looking forward to it, I really am. Anyway guys, that is my reaction. All I'm going to say is if you are slating it, just remember these were never going to be GTA 5 looking games. These were always going to be polished, just sort of a coat of paint and polished up. So if you are younger, just remember, just play these, and you'll see just how good these games actually were. Obviously they've ironed out some of the problems, but which is good, and it's going to make these games even better. I cannot wait to get into the freedom of the less scripted missions, because obviously GTA 5, GTA 4, it was more scripted missions, especially GTA 5, it was all scripted. With GTA 3, for example, there was this one mission where you had to go and, one of the first missions, you had to take a baseball bat to the Chinaman's face in Chinatown. And there was various ways you could do this. Initially, you started off just using a bat on his face, but then you realised that if you took his car beforehand, put a bomb in it, planted it back, and then when he saw you and he ran off and he got in his car, you didn't have to take it back to his face. He would just blow up in his. There was this freedom to do a mission how you wanted, which is what I'm really looking forward to, which GTA 5 doesn't have anymore. You know, GTA 5, they started off with GTA 4, and GTA 5 completely removed that freedom. In GTA 5, if you go off anywhere, the beaten track, it just says mission failed, or return to mission area. Whereas back in these games, you didn't have that, and it was just such freedom to do a mission how you wanted. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and it's going to look far better. Anyway guys, that's my thoughts and feelings on GTA Trilogy. If you want me to do a sort of playthrough on them, I will. Just give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, and if you do like my content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe buttons. Love you all, goodbye.